Is there still talk of moving back home?
I'm afraid so, Chief. Granny's determined to go.
Stubborn little woman.
Jethro, on the other hand, wants the family to stay here.
Fine, intelligent boy.
Ellie Mae will do whatever Jed says.
And what does Jed say?
Well, for the time being, at least, he favors staying here.
Wonderful man. Salt of the earth. Well, that takes care of that.
I'm afraid not, Chief. You still have Granny to contend with.
Forget it. Without the others, what can she do?
Granny, wait!
Granny, don't go! Won't do no good to beg, young'uns. I have waited my last week. I am going home.
You can't walk all the way home with this load. How are you going to push it up the hill?
I'll get up enough speed going down one hill to take me up the next.
Well, you ain't going alone.
All right, grab a handle.
Well, my pa says I gotta find homes for my critters first. Can't you wait a week or so?
I have spent my last night in Beverly Hills, and I have missed my last Dewberry Festival. I am going home.
How are you going to find your way?
I'll sniff my way. The Sweet William and Verbena is in bloom.
Come on, Pa, you gotta stop her.
Ellie, ain't nobody gonna stop Granny once she got her mind made up.
She is kind of set in her ways.
That little woman is so muley, if you throw her in the river, she'd float upstream.
Uncle Jed, Granny vows and declares she's going to walk home.
Well, the only thing to do is let her get it out of her system.
Well, she can't walk all that way pushing that load.
She won't. About 10 or 15 miles up the road, her feet'll talk her out of it.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm leaving.
Whatever you do, don't coax or plead. The more we beg, the more she's gonna enjoy going.
I did.
Bye, Granny. Have a nice trip.
I'm going clean home, you know.
Tell everybody howdy for us.
I ain't coming back.
Be sure and ride.
Ain't no use trying to talk me out of it. I'm going.
You got a fine day for it.
I won't be around to cook and sew for you. Clean house and doctor you and all that.
Now, don't you worry about us. Get some miles behind you before nightfall.
All your gnashing and wailing ain't gonna stop me.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Granny.
Bye, Granny.
I'll be switched. Not a gnash or a wail.
Well, she's on her way.
Want me to follow her on the truck? Then when I see she's getting tired, I'll just pick her up and fetch her back.
No, boy, we gotta let Granny keep her pride.
Well, how are we gonna get her back?
Well, after she's good and tuckered out, she'll call and pretend she's worried about us. I'll tell her we's having a miserable time without her.
Then what?
Well, and after a few I told you so's and serves you right, she'll offer to come back for our sake.
Then I fetch her.
That's right. Then maybe we'll have peace for a spell.
Well, Pa, whilst Granny's gone, can I have some of my critters in the house for victuals?
Well, I reckon it's your only chance.
Thank you, Pa. Mind your manners, everybody. Victuals will be ready in a minute.
Hey, Ellie Mae, you're going to have to get these critters out of my bachelor pad.
Out of your what?
Bachelor pad. That's where us sophisticated international playboys does our entertaining.
Since when you one of them?
Well, since Miss Jane told me how. It's easy. If I just stand in front of the bank with this flower in my buttonhole. This tells the girls I'm a sophisticated playboy.
Well, don't tell me nothing.
That's because you're a dumb old country girl. But when a sophisticated city woman sees this, look out. Why, I might fetch 8 or 10 of them rascals home for grits and gopher gravy.
Well, they can have whatever's left.
Ellie Mae, you ain't feeding them critters my playboy victuals, are you?
I'm feeding them Granny's grits and gopher gravy.
Well, gee whiz, couldn't you give them something plain and save the fancy stuff for my company?
Well, you can give your company turnip greens and sow belly. Granny left a big bowl in the icebox.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? They might be playboys that serves grits and gravy in their bachelor pads, but I bet you they ain't many that can come up with turnip greens and sow belly.
All right, now. Y'all mind your manners. But don't dawdle neither, because Granny might just turn around and come right back any minute.
none too soon neither.
Howdy, ma'am. Excuse me, I reckon you didn't see my flower. Don't you know what I am?
Yes, you're a creep.
No, ma'am, I'm a sophisticated international playboy. Oh, it's gone. I must have got a hold of a bad flower.
Jethro, what are you doing here?
Trying to be a playboy.
Playboy?
Yeah, Miss Jane told me how, and the other day I got a girl just like that. But today... Oh, excuse me, yonder comes one now.
What is he talking about?
Well, it's a long story, but the other day I arranged for one of our girl employees to find his Playboy pose irresistible.
Well, arrange for another one. If he gets unhappy with Beverly Hills, I'm really cooked.
What's the matter? Ain't you a city woman? Can't you see I'm a sophisticated international... See what I mean? And that ain't nothing. I've been mean-mouthed, face-slapped, shin-kicked, foot-stomped, and dog-bit.
Wait, Jethro.
I'm gonna try my luck in front of Mr. Cushing's bank.
Oh, no. I'm sure your luck will change. Don't you agree, Miss Hathaway?
Oh, absolutely. Be patient, Jethro. The right girl will come along any moment.
Stay right here, Playboy.
Well, there's the Commerce Bank.
And there's our masher.
That hayseed?
He fits the description they gave me at headquarters.
He's pretty big. Maybe I'd better make the arrest.
I'm supposed to get some evidence first. Let him make a pass at me. You wait here. I can handle him.
Howdy, ma'am. The heck with this. I'm going home and get something to eat. Howdy, ma'am.
Well, hi, handsome.
Hey! You must know a Playboy when you see one, huh?
I sure do.
You want to come up to my bachelor pad?
That's all I need to hear. Okay, Buster, let's go.
You really are anxious, aren't you? When do you see the victuals we got? Greens, sow belly, pone, sorghum?
You're not getting away from me.
You really must like greens and sow belly.
They'll be dancing, they'll be singing, all the bells will be ringing. They'll be dancing, they'll be singing when she comes. Oh, they'll tap a keg of cider when she comes. Oh, they'll tap a keg of cider when she comes. Oh! What are you stopping here for? We ain't home yet.
Well, I don't know where home is for you, lady, but for me, it's up this side road, and I'm awful late.
Well, where in tarnation are we? This is the end of nowhere.
We're just a couple of miles out of Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. What's that?
You never heard of Vegas?
I ain't never heard of Las neither.
Vegas is a pretty famous place.
Is it anywhere near Sibley?
I'm afraid I never heard of Sibley.
Well, that's just a hoot and a holler from Mincy. You know Mincy.
Sorry.
Oh, sure you do. That's where the river road cuts off to Bug Tussle.
Bug Tussle?
That rang a bell, didn't it?
I'm afraid not.
You ain't never been to Bug Tussle?
No.
Oh, you poor man. Tell me, do you like fun and music and bright lights and excitement?
Sure.
Then you go to Bug Tussle on a Saturday night. They don't even blow out the lantern till 9 or 9:30.
You're kidding.
There's a room in back of the feed store. They play checkers for money.
No. Well, Bug Tussle sounds a little too rough for me. Las Vegas is more my speed. Well, I sure wish I could drive you on in, but I'm awful late. But you won't have any trouble getting a ride because there's a lot of traffic on this road.
I hope I didn't scare you off Bug Tussle.
Oh, no. I'll get over there sometime. I hope you enjoy Las Vegas.
Do you think they have a telephone there?
I'm pretty sure they have.
That's good. I want to call my family. They's probably having a miserable time without me. I hope.
Granny, is that you? Oh, hello, Jethro. Where are you? What are you doing in jail? Ashing what? What'd you do, step on her foot? Boy, you ain't making no sense. All right, I'll have Mr. Drysdale to come over and help you. All right, I'll tell him to bring a bail bucket.
Thanks for getting me out of jail. Now I can't wait to get out of Beverly Hills and go back home.
Jethro, wait!
Don't use that kind of language.
You can't be serious.
You want to be a playboy, don't you?
Of course, and for that you need beautiful girls, bright lights, excitement.
Yes, you can't find all that back in the hills.
Ha! You ain't seen Bug Tussle on Saturday night.
Bug Tussle?
Yeah, and the girls there don't throw you in jail when you ask them over for greens and sow belly.
Let's talk this over.
I'm through talking. I'm on Granny's side now, and just as soon as I can get packed, I'm gonna jump on that truck and see if I can catch up with her.
Catch up with her.
Yeah, she left this morning on foot.
All by herself?
No, she took her wheelbarrow.
Vegas ain't no Bug Tussle. I bet it ain't even got a telephone.
I sent Jethro out in the truck to see if he could pick up a trace of Granny. He's got Duke with him.
Oh, they'll find her. I know they will.
Well, if they don't, we'll just load up and head for the hills. Oh, Mr. Clampett. Don't worry, we'll find her on the way home. Oh, don't talk like that, please. Calm down, Mr. Drysdale. She'll be all right.
Who?
Granny.
Yes. Well, don't you leave, Mr. Clampett. You stay right here, and Miss Hathaway and I will look for her.
Indeed we will.
We'll alert the police, the highway patrol. We'll hire detectives. We'll get a helicopter and offer a big reward.
Well, that's nice of you, but you don't have to go to all that trouble.
What's a little trouble when we're talking about your money? Granny.
Well, I declare, you are so wrought up, you don't know what you're saying. Now, you come on right over here, and you sit down, and you have a nice cup of coffee.
But we've got to find Granny. It'll be dark pretty soon.
Oh, she can take care of herself. Chances are she's already found some nice, quiet spot to bed down for the night. Granny, where are you?
I'm in some crazy town called Las Vegas. I tell you, Jed, this place makes Saturday night in Bug Tussle look like Sunday morning in Sibley.
Some place called Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Well, there goes my money. I mean, your money.
Granny, should I send Jethro on the truck to fetch you?
Oh, you can't do that. It's over 300 miles.
Just a minute, Granny. 300 miles?
Man, that's what you call walking.
If she hadn't have been pushing that wheelbarrow, she'd be plumb home.
Hello? Somebody get me out of here. I want to come home.
Mr. Clampett. Hello, Granny. Jane Hathaway here. Now listen carefully. Go to the airport and wait there. Mr. Drysdale and I will fly up and get you.
That's real good, Bessie. All you need is somebody to work the pedals for you.
Allie Mae, what are you doing?
Well, Bessie's practicing to help you drive back home.
I ain't going back home. Mr. Drysdale done give me an office job down to his bank.
When?
Last night when he fetched Granny back from Las Vegas. I'm gonna have my name on the door, secretaries and everything.
What you gonna be doing?
What everybody else does that works in offices, I reckon. Sit at my desk, take coffee breaks, go to the water cooler, watch the clock, stuff like that.
Well, how about getting me one of them jobs?
Sorry, Mr. Drysdale says I got the only one they is. I'm what you call, let's see, Junior Executive Research Consultant.
I wonder if Junior Executive Research Consultant might have been an unfortunate choice of titles.
So I'll give him a new title. Did you get him some girls from the secretarial pool?
This is the secretarial pool. I simply put Jethro's name on the door.
That should take care of our frustrated playboy. That leaves our frustrated queen of the road.
Oh, don't worry about her. Granny was so exhausted and bewildered by Las Vegas, I don't think she'll want to hit the road again for a long time.
I tell you, Jed, I used to think Beverly Hills was full of nuts. But that Las Vegas has got 'em all beat.
What do they do that's so nutty?
Well, first of all, they got hundreds and hundreds of these little picture machines all over the town.
Picture machines, huh?
Yeah. You drop in some money, haul down on this pump handle, and little pictures goes to spinning around.
I see.
And, Jed, people stand around just pouring their money into them things.
I find pictures.
Can't even see them till they stop spinning. And when you do, guess what you have spent your money to see?
What?
Little bitty pictures of some sorry-looking fruit. Yeah. Lemons, cherries, plums, oranges. And they ain't even specially good pictures.
But how much does it cost to look at these pictures?
Oh, they got 'em all prices. I watched one fella, he was pumping in nickels, turned around, and there's another fella spending dollars to see the same sorry picture.
Well, it does seem a mite frog-brained. Didn't nobody complain?
None to speak of. I was there a good while, and I only seen 2 or 3 of them get their money back.
Jed Clampett speaking. Oh, hello, Jethro. Well, just a minute, I'll see. Jethro wants to know, can he fetch home his secretaries for victuals?
Sure.
Fetch away, Jethro.
Come on, let's go. There's the truck up the street yonder. You all pile on and we'll go up to my bachelor pad. Any more girls in there?
All right, Buster, let's go.
Oh, it's you again.
I see you didn't learn your lesson. Well, this time you won't get out so easily.
Oh, just a minute. Them girls is all my secretaries.
Sure they are.
Well, it's true. And I'm what you call a junior executive.
You're what you call under arrest.
It's a wonderful feeling to have everybody happy again. If I do say so myself, I think I handle this whole situation with intelligence and... Wait!
Nothing doing. I ain't spending 1 more minute in Beverly Hills.
Granny, come back, please.
Won't do you no good, Mr. Drysdale. She's on her way.
I thought everything was fine.
What happened?
Well, what started her off was cooking a whole table full of company victuals and then Jethro not showing up. But if you ask me, She can't wait to get back to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Well, last night she thought it was the craziest place she'd ever seen.
Still think so. Figures to turn it into another bug tussle and get rich.
Get rich?
Granny says that anybody who'll spend good money to look at fruit pictures will pay a fortune to learn checkers.
Take a close look at the entrance to see where my name will look best.
Your name, madam?
Yes. In a short while, this lovely edifice will no longer house those dreadful hillbillies. It will be the Margaret Drysdale Art Center.
Congratulations, madam. I hadn't heard the Clampetts were moving.
And neither have they. Nor has my husband. So your silence is essential.
Oh, I understand, madam.
This is my most inspired plan. With one master stroke, I shall rid the neighborhood of these squatters and leave a lasting monument to art and culture. Isn't it brilliant, darling?
I beg your pardon, madam?
I was speaking to Claude.
Don't want to attract that hound dog bully. Whisper to Mother.
It's the bully! Quickly, Fredericks, before Claude gets one of his migraines. Vicious, bloodthirsty cur!
Well, I thought I heard something out here. Howdy, Miss Drysdale. Glad you could drop by. Come on in, set a spell. You too, young fella.
Oh, really, no, I can't right now. I was planning to come back later and discuss some business with you.
All right, maybe that would be better. Granny just put some victuals on the stove. We can talk over a plate of groundhog stew.
Groundhog stew?
Plenty of pot liquor and pone to sop it up with.
On second thought, let's talk now, out here, in the fresh air. I'm on a diet.
Oh, I'm sorry I tempted you. Well, what's on your mind?
Mr. Clampett, this huge mansion must be a lot of work to maintain, what with no servants.
Yeah, it does kind of keep us hopping, especially Granny. With her, everything has got to be scrub-board clean.
There's a way to let the city take over the drudgery of cleaning. And at the same time, you can make a lasting contribution to the happiness and culture of the people of Beverly Hills.
Well, that sounds like a good day's work. How'd I do it?
Donate your home as an art gallery.
An art gallery?
Yes. We could open the doors to the public and let the people from everywhere stroll through room after room of paintings and sculpture.
Take an awful lot of paintings and sculpture to fill all them rooms, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. But I'm counting on such art lovers as Edward G. Robinson, Vincent Price, Donald Murray, and others to donate works of art. And, of course, you, Mr. Clampett, have the wherewithal to fill several rooms yourself.
Well, you can count on us. We'll do our best. Want to fill the whole house, huh?
Yes, with the exception of the pantries, the kitchen.
You say the city is going to take over the cleaning and all?
Once your home is a municipal art center, the people of Beverly Hills are responsible for its maintenance.
And that'll make them happy.
Finally, practically happy.
Well, I'll talk to Granny and the young'uns and let you know. According to Miss Drysdale, turning this house into an art gallery is going to pleasure a heap of people and save you women folks a heap of housework. Now, what do you think?
And you say that we still have the kitchen and the pantries?
Yep. I figure me and Jethro will sleep out yonder, and you, Helly, can bed down out in the butler's pantry. If you need more room, we'll put up the cabin.
Can I keep my critters?
Yeah, I reckon so, if you keep them outside.
And the city'll do the cleaning for us.
That's what Miss Drysdale said, the people of Beverly Hills.
It would do my heart good to see them highfalutin society folks down on their hands and knees with a spuff brush. Let's do it.
All right with you, Ellie?
Sure, be kind of nice to have visitors for a change.
I was hoping you'd feel that way. You might just get acquainted with some young fellas.
Go put on a dress, Ellie.
Oh, wait, I partner forgot. Miss Drysdale is counting on us to do some of the painting and sculpting.
Us?
Enough to fill several rooms, the way she put it.
Jed, we don't know nothing about that.
Well, lots of folks is going to pitch in, and I promise we do our best.
Well, I can do mud sculpting.
Here comes the boy with the school, and I bet you he can learn us.
Learn you what, Uncle Jed?
Like painting and sculpting.
Oh, heck yeah. I studied all about art in the 5th grade.
Tell us something.
Well, first you got to know who the great artist is. Like Michelangelo, Leonard da Vinci, Rembrandt, Dick Van Dyke, Blue Boy. Then there were some famous woman artists, too, like Mona Lisa and Whistler's mother.
Anybody who says education ain't worth the money ought to listen to this boy.
Thank you.
Tell us more, boy.
Well, Chief, what did the doctor say? How do you feel?
I feel like $1 million, tax-free.
Well, obviously, the new doctor's report was good.
Good? It was fantastic. He says I'm a perfect physical specimen. Oh, I should never have listened to that old quack I've been going to. Him and his expensive prescriptions. I could start my own pharmacy.
Tell me about this new doctor.
Brilliant young man, brilliant. And he doesn't charge those wild fees either. My kind of doctor.
Well, this is wonderful. I've never seen you so vigorous and dynamic.
I'm a tiger. Get out my golf clubs. I'm gonna knock off a fast 18 holes before lunch.
Perhaps this would be a good time to ask for a raise?
You bet it would. Ask away.
May I have a raise?
No. See? I told you I was a tiger.
Claude, dear. The success of our project depends on getting Daddy out of town for a while. So don't be upset if you hear Mother tell a little white lie.
I'll go and serve a caddy for you.
No. I'm going to carry my own club.
Here's our Daddykins.
Good morning, Miss Hathaway.
Drysdale, Claude.
Mother, I'm in kind of a hurry. I'm going to club and shoot a few rounds.
Milburn, darling, you mustn't lift anything heavy. Not in your condition.
What do you mean, my condition? I've just come from seeing a new doctor, and you know what he told me?
Don't say it, dear. I'm sure it's nothing serious. All you need is rest. You don't have to tell me. I can see it in your poor, tired face. Complete exhaustion.
He said I looked good.
He was seeing you for the first time. I was shocked when I came in here just now. Shocked. Weren't you, Claude?
He thinks I look bad, too, eh?
Dogs, they're sensitive to these things.
I am a little weak. I feel a little queasy.
Milburn, you threw away your medicine.
Well, that new doctor said I didn't need any. The young quack, no wonder he was so cheap.
All you need is a long rest. You've been driving yourself too hard.
You know how it is. Whole load's on me. I'm under terrific pressure.
But your health comes first. A week in Palm Springs, and you'll be as good as new.
Gee, I don't know if I can stand the trip.
That's right, 18 holes. Well, he says he won't need a caddy. He's feeling like a tiger today.
I'm gonna mix me up a bunch of clay and go to mud sculpting.
Mud sculpting? If this is going to be a first-class art gallery, we got to have rock statues.
Well, why don't you make that your job?
Hot dog. I'm going to find me a rock and chisel me out a masterpiece.
Well, Granny, reckon that leaves the painting up to us.
Most I ever done was paint daisies on a churn.
Got me beat. Doll and paint on walls as far as I got.
Well, you never know what you can do till you try.
Yeah, reckon you're right. Twixt mud sculpting, rock chiseling, churn painting, and wall daubing, we'll fill our share of this art gallery.
Just don't know how the city of Beverly Hills can ever show its appreciation.
Well, the use of one's name on a building of this sort would be a great honor.
Excellent idea. We'll call it the Clampetts Art Center.
Mr. Abel, that's not exactly what I had in mind. You see, the Clampetts are moving away from Beverly Hills.
Oh, my, we'll be sorry to lose such generous, civic-minded patrons of the arts.
Yes. However, picking a name more or less at random, how about the Margaret Drysdale Art Center? It's settled then.
What would you think of shortening the name to just Drysdale Art Center?
Oh, no. That would give my husband the credit. Milburn doesn't even know about this. In fact, he isn't even in town. At this very moment, he's on his way to Palm Springs.
Mr. Drysdale, I really don't think we should stop here. You're not strong enough.
It's all right, Fredericks. Open the door. I'll rest better if I know that all is well with the Clampetts.
But, sir, you're a very sick man.
I know.
Let me talk to the Clampetts. I'll explain that you're ill, sir.
No, don't do that. Granny will want to doctor me. In my condition, I'd never survive.
Oh, hi, Mr. Drysdale. I thought for a minute your wife had come back.
My wife's been here?
Yeah, this young fella fetched her over this morning. She's got us all painting and sculpting to beat the band.
Painting and sculpting?
Yeah, come on in and look. The whole family is shank deep in art.
Mr. Drysdale, you really shouldn't. Not in your condition.
No, I'm feeling better.
Granny has got a whole big platter full of cold cuts in the icebox. We can have us jellied pig's feet, owl giblets, sliced groundhog and possum, and plenty of cold pot liquor.
I think we'd better get to Palm Springs. Right, Frederick?
Yes, sir. Immediately.
Well, ain't you even got time for a glass of cold goat's milk or some turnip juice?
We have to hurry.
Well, that seems a shame. How about taking a little snack for the road? No. Now, you got some fine gopher sausages?
Drive on, Frederick. I'll be back in a week. Make that 2 weeks.
By then, your wife will have this place turned into a first-class art gallery.
Fine, fine.
Bye.
Art gallery!
What you doing, Granny?
Painting daisies.
On the ceiling?
I painted them on everything else I could find. But this painting on the ceiling is the most miserable work I ever took on. No wonder that Michelangelo gave it up for chiseling statues. Drips on your face, runs down your arms, is plumb awful.
Well, I must say that your ceiling daisies don't come up to the standard of your... It does drip, don't it?
If I don't find something else better to paint on, I'm going to give it up.
Well, maybe Jethro knows what them other artists uses to paint on that Dick Van Dyke in that bunch.
Jethro's back, is he?
Yeah, he's found himself a sculpting rock. He's out front trying to wrestle it off the truck.
Well, when he comes back...
He made it.
What was that? It knocked 3 statues off the bench.
That was Jethro unloading his sculpting rock. What's that, Ellie?
Well, this here's a possum, Granny.
How do you think he'd look with a couple of big yellow daisies on him?
Daisies?
Stand back. I'll show you.
Ain't this a doozy, Uncle Jed? I'm gonna chisel me out a masterpiece and a half.
Did you hurt your foot again?
No, sir. I'm getting real smart on handling these big rocks.
Well, where do you aim to do your chiseling?
Out back by the cement pond.
How do you aim to get the rock back there?
Should have left it on the truck, shouldn't I? I'll just have to chalk it up to more suffering.
What is all this about suffering?
All the great artists does it, Uncle Jed. Mostly they lives in attics and stars. And their paintings get mean-mouthed something awful. Until after they's dead.
I reckon I never starved enough to be a good painter.
Well, there's a quick way to suffer. Just do what old Vince Van Gogh done. Whack off an ear.
Whack off an ear?
Well, yes, sir. That's what you call instant suffering.
I believe starving's got that beat.
Well, I think there was more to it than just suffering. You see, after he whacked off his ear, he sent it over to his sweetheart.
What for?
I reckon she admired it.
Miss Van Gogh fella, was he a good painter?
Yes, sir. One of the greatest that ever lived.
Well, why didn't he just paint a picture of his ear and send that?
Maybe he was too poor to buy canvas.
Is that what the regular artists paint on?
Yes, sir. Mostly it's that.
Well, go fetch Granny some.
Well, I ain't just sure where you get it.
That's Miss Jane. She'll help you.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, while I'm gone, would you like to throw my rock around by the cement pond?
No, thanks.
Be a dandy way to supper.
I believe I'll pass it up.
Your belly'd like to supper.
Get it, boy. Miss Jane fetched over for us to paint on.
Raised beef.
Jethro stopped by the office and told me of your plate. My, you are desperate.
Granny does turn out a nice daisy, though.
Yeah, yes, they're quite impressionistic.
They's my specialty. But I'm getting awful sick of painting them.
Oh, why don't you try painting some other flowers?
I might just do that.
I'm so delighted by your sudden new interest in art. Jethro tells me his ambition is sculpture.
Him and Ellie, too, but he's going at it the hard way.
Like to kill himself getting that rock around back.
Suffering can do it. That boy's going to be a humdinger.
Mr. Bodine,
Yes, ma'am?
do you mind if I take a break?
Oh, heck no.
I've been holding this pose an awfully long time.
Go ahead.
May I ask you a question?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Have you ever done sculpting before?
Oh, no, ma'am. This here will be my first masterpiece.
Well, why did you pick me to pose for you? I'm the most expensive model in the agency.
You was the prettiest.
Thank you. How long do you think you're going to need me?
Till I'm done with the statue.
Oh, here come some visitors. I'd better resume my pose.
Okie doke.
Greetings, Jethro.
Howdy, Miss Jane.
You're sure going through that rock like 60.
Thank you.
Where'd you get the beautiful model?
Model agency? She gets $50 an hour. Now I know why so many of them artists was poor all the time.
That price, I'm glad Ellie is sculpting critters.
She thinks she made such an all-fired good possum. Wait till she sees the one that I'll make.
Wait a minute, boy. You are sculpting a possum?
It's gonna make Ellie's look sick.
What's she doing?
She's posing.
What for?
Uncle Jed, you can't be a real artist without you got a beautiful model posing for you.
Here you are, ma'am. Just peel off whatever you got coming, and thank you kindly.
Mr. Lingle, did you have in mind a plaque of about this size?
Now, before we go into that, hadn't we better get Mr. Clampetts' signature on this grant deed?
Well, howdy there, Miss Drysdale.
Mr. Clampett, I'd like you to know Mr. George Engel, the chairman of our Fine Arts Commission.
Well, I'm proud to meet you.
My pleasure, Mr. Clampett.
Miss Drysdale, I'm afraid we only got one room filled so far.
Filled with what?
Masterpieces, art treasures, and such.
Oh, thrilling! May we see them?
Yes, ma'am. Step right in.
Oh.
Ready? First visitor to the art gallery is here.
Howdy, Miss Drysdale.
Granny, this here is Mr. Engel. He's a high muckety-muck when it comes to art. This here is my daughter, Ella May. Ellie, show Mr. Engel your mud sculpting.
Yes, sir, Pop.
These are the flowers I painted, Miss Drysdale. These are my daisies. These are my sunflowers. And these is lilacs. Oh, no, they're nasturtium. Oh, I forgot my hollyhocks. I'll be right back.
This is a possum, that's a pussycat, that's a hound dog, and yonder's a fox.
By the way, Ellie, what's this?
Oh, that's you, Paul.
Me?
I've run out of critters.
Mr. Engel, this rock sculpting here was done by my nephew Jethro. He's so proud of it, he's out looking for another rock. There he is. Jethro, you unloaded your rock out front again.
No, I didn't. It slipped the ropes and rolled off the truck. Whose car is that out front?
Mine.
Are you by any chance an artist?
Well, as a matter of fact, I am. Why?
Well, if you ain't done your suffering for today, just step out and take a look at your car.